Let's talk about publicity for a second. Now, when trying to build a name for yourself, coming from basically being an unknown person, a lot of people get the misconception that you only want good publicity and bad publicity will ruin your image before it even takes off. However, I'm here to prove to you that any publicity, good or bad, is good publicity. Here's my reason why. So, pretty much, think of yourself as a person just starting off. You have no buzz, you have no publicity behind you, and you're trying to gain followers. You're trying to make people watch you. You're trying to make people look for you, listen for you. You want to show up in search results. You want a reason for people to try to figure out what you're doing. But you can't get that buzz. You have no publicity, so you're going to get nowhere. Now, most people always want to show up in a positive light, and good publicity is great, but there is a way that bad publicity can help you also. Now, a little quote from wrestling, Eric Bischoff said it best, that controversy creates cash. So even if you have bad publicity, that's still going to get people talking about you. That's still going to get people searching your name, and that's still going to get people trying to figure out what you're doing, and whether or not they're going to be trying to rag on you, or they're going to try to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Bad publicity can be used to your advantage as well. Because at the end of the day, bad publicity can easily turn into good publicity. Because even if you get noticed for something, I guess, terrible, hopefully not too terrible, guys, stay out of trouble. But anyway, the media will love to grasp on people's flaws and try to blow it out of proportion to make you look like a POS. And if you guys don't know what POS means, go Google it. I'm not saying it in this video. So all of a sudden, you do something dumb, but you're in the public spotlight. They're going to be watching your every move and everything you do from there on out. So if you have paparazzi looking for you, if you just have news anchors looking at you every time you're walking down the street, you can turn the reason they're looking for you, which was for a bad publicity moment, to good publicity, because everything you do from there on out can be your redemption. And all of a sudden, if everyone thought you were like an a-hole for something you did, if you're doing something amazing, like helping an old lady cross the street, taking a cat down from a tree, giving to charity, all of a sudden that's going to show up in the publicity of the world and from like TMZ and the news and social media. And all of a sudden you're not going to look like that terrible of a person. And all of a sudden what you did to get in that public spotlight, good or bad, it's going to make you look a whole lot better. That's the whole thing, is when you don't have a buzz, anything to get a buzz under your name you can use to your advantage. Like I said, people get the misconception that bad publicity is only going to ruin you. But that's not true. It's not true at all. Publicity, in essence, is all just publicity. And whether it's good or bad is just in the eyes of the person who's watching it happen. Good and bad is always an opinion. I mean, to this day, what some person might perceive as doing the right, someone else perceives as doing the wrong. So it's all an opinion-based thing. What you want to do is just get yourself in front of everyone to be able to get that fire under your name, to get the spotlight on you, and to get buzz surrounding everything you do, basically gaining hype for yourself. So that's the reason, honestly, is publicity is just publicity. It's not good or bad, but if publicity is viewed as bad, you can definitely do anything to make yourself look awesome, because people are going to be watching what you're doing. You've gained that buzz for yourself. And I know this might sound a little repetitive at this point, but it's truthful. People need to not get upset when someone says something bad about them, because that gives you a chance to retort, to gain your retribution, and to show everyone that everything you're doing isn't all that bad after all. And you're going to gain popularity because of that, because people are going to start watching what you're doing. And then all of a sudden everything you do is simply going to matter. It might not matter for everyone, but it's going to matter to certain people who are watching your life. And pretty much, guys, that's my explanation as to why bad publicity is simply good publicity. You just have to know how to handle it. Thank you for watching this video. Leave your comments below if you have any objections to what I said, if you have any agreements to what I said. Bad publicity can be easily turned around. That's my opinion. Leave yours below. As always, have a great night.